Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today, Sarah?
Okay.
Good morning, Brenda. Thank you so much for joining us. And hello, Steve. We appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi, Amy. Thank you for inviting me. Appreciate it.
Ah. Well, that is a fun, busy background you've got there.
I love fun.
Yes, that's great. Especially when it comes to meeting. I think we do need to add more fun, especially when we're on Zoom, right?
Last year and a half has been way too serious. We need to have a little fun.
Yes, 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 yes. Agreed, agreed. Did it pull off? Oh, okay. You'll have to excuse our internet in my office at home is not connecting well. We're going to have Xfinity come and see if they can add some extending out into there, but I'm out in the open in the kitchen with the kids and the dogs and all kinds of extra helpers today, so I will be muting myself as much as possible. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. If you do get some extra background noise, that would be why. It's probably me.
Good morning.
How are you doing today, Crystal?
Not bad. How about yourself?
Good, good. Doing good. Been loving these mornings that are nice and cool.
It's nice.
Going for an early walk, so I'm very grateful for it. Very appreciative. How are things going with school? You got graduation coming up soon, don't you?
Yes, I do. And it's, that push, it's tough. So.
Yes. There's my helpers. Okay. Let me see. Make sure I'm admitting everybody. You're okay. We have Joyce will be hosting for us today, and she will be jumping on here in just a minute. But while we have people, I would love to just hear a little bit about what kind of things people are up to. Anything specifically like senior related, and within our communities, I know there's a lot of things that are starting to open up and become more possibilities for people. And so if there's anything that you've been able to do or see recently that you think would be of interest to share, we'd love to hear from people.
Hi, Amy. This is Teresa Shepard.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi. Hey, I've been away for a little bit. Things have been kind of crazy, as everybody knows. Our lives have been crazy lately. But I do have a little bit of news to share. My teledentistry company that I had previously, just prior to COVID, has now converted, and I am going nonprofit, which is really so much better because it gives me the flexibility that I did not have in private practice to see the patients that I really want to see. And the whole reason I started the teledentistry in the first place was to get into those without access. And that was becoming a problem. I did have some partnership issues. I have dissolved my partnership. And now, like I said, going nonprofit. So I'm really excited about that. And, I hope to be seeing a lot of seniors and a lot of people that just don't have access. So I will let everybody know when that's official up and running. I'm hoping that that's going to be happening within the next 90 days or so. And hi, Cheryl. And so very excited about that. Opens up a whole new demographic. And like I said, really getting to treat the people that are near and dear to my heart. So that's what's going on with me.
That is wonderful news, Teresa. We're very excited to hear about that. And yeah, as soon as you have your official stuff, let us know. We'd be happy to share that out with our community and let them know about that. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to be setting up some events, so I'll be needing some help with those, obviously, in terms of, getting the patient scheduled and what would be a good area. I'd like to go to some senior centers. I'd like to go to some assisted livings, or I'm definitely open to hearing what everybody has to say and contribute to where those patient bases might be. So I'll
Would
let
love to
everybody
partner
know.
up with you. Would love to partner up with you. If you can give me a call, I can introduce you to Christina. She's my marketer here in the Valley, and get you into a lot of nursing facilities. I do have a
Yeah.
lot of things going on in the work. So we also have a nonprofit organization here with Noble. Let's collaborate.
Okay, that's great. We'll set up some time to chat. Can you put your email address in the chat box for me?
Sure.
And I will do the same in case anybody does want to reach out. I've worked with Cheryl before, so I'm happy to see Cheryl. And she knows where my heart is.
Thank you so much. We've got
Thank
Joyce
you.
here with us now, so we will go ahead and turn the time over. Or if there's anyone else who had a little something they wanted to share before we get started. If not, we'll turn the time over to Joyce to introduce our speaker and get us rocking and rolling, and then we'll have more time at the end as well to share about what's going on.
Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our monthly meeting for our Oaks Networking Group. So good to see everybody here. How many people do we have? Oh, we have a pretty good group already this morning, so that's good. So I'm so excited. This is our last Zoom meeting. Yay! I'm ready to see all of you in person. I think that it's going to help me personally really remember names, because when I've met people via Zoom, it just isn't the same. You don't have that same, for me, memory recall of who is who, what they do, that kind of a thing. So just really looking forward to meeting everybody in person. Excited for today's meeting. So just a couple of quick announcements. We always like to let everybody know how our group is growing. So we're at 115 members on our Facebook page. Amy, do you remember what we were at last month? I feel like it was 99 or 100 and something.
We just broke 100 last month, so we're up 15.
Woohoo! We'll take it. Hey, a little bit of growing is better than no growing at all. We'll take it. That's what Amy and I have learned, is that climbing small mountains is better than not climbing any mountains at all. So great job, and we'll just keep pressing forward towards our growth on our group. And I think, again, just being able to meet in person, I think is going to help exponentially grow our group. So excited to have that happen. So again, just a reminder to continue to share content from our group Facebook page onto your personal Facebook pages. I know that Amy does her best to share the content, so don't forget to send any content that you want over to her so she could post it on our group page, and then that allows it to be available for the members to share it to their personal pages. And I think just continuing to be aware and mindful of doing that is just going to continue to get the word out. In real estate, the motto is nobody can do business with you if they don't know about you. So same thing, nobody can join our group if they don't know we're here and that we exist, and we're here to serve our community here in Stanislaus County. So today we have our presenter, and I was asking Amy, I wasn't sure if it's Steve Ramona or Steve Ramone, because I had two different spellings on my end for him.
Ramona, Steve Ramona, you're right, the first one.
Ramone, thank you. Okay, we have Steve Ramone of Infome, and his company utilizes cell phones for seniors to be able to help make their lives better and less stressful. With an easy click of a button, he can help them access their doctor, their hair salons, dentist, etc., including features like a one-on-one video chat, which I'm sure many seniors would love to be able to understand how to utilize. And so they'll never have to try to remember a phone number. Again, this will really just kind of make it an easy one-stop shop for them. All they have to do is look onto their smartphone and click on it, And so you're also going to share with us how that can also impact and assist industries like real estate, small businesses, legal services, and contractors, including the senior care facility. So welcome, Steve. Thank you for offering to spend time with us this morning. And the floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Joyce, and nice to meet everybody. I appreciate the invite. I'm super excited to share this with you. It's something unique. I've met Anna a few times, love Anna, and I appreciate you offering the opportunity to present. Real quick history of Quick Infone is we were started 4 years ago with my business partner, Ron. He had the idea that businesses just can't be giving out business cards and brochures because they get lost. You probably all know that. You give out your business cards. Oh, I lost it 2 weeks ago or whatever. They're just not a complete solution to get your word out about your business. So he developed a software package that sits on everybody's cell phone for businesses. As we developed and grew, we developed a senior citizen or senior infone. And if I can share my screen, which I think I can, great. So this is my cell phone, my Android. It works on any cell phone because it's web-based. It's not app-based. You don't need a password, username. You don't need to go to the App Store to download it. It's a quick click of a button. It's downloaded. Nancy Smith is a senior. You can see we just tell a senior, hey, Nancy, just find your picture and click on it, and it'll pull it up. The top part is beautiful picture of her granddaughter. Could be pictures of her family, but it could be a sliding photo show of what they want, all what the pictures they want to add. But with that, the share is for the share QR code they can share with their kids, so their kids have the ability to work with them on the different buttons I'm going to show you. You can copy and paste it. You can even save it right to your contacts on your cell phone. The real meat of this, the exciting part, is these buttons. As you can see, they're 3D, so people, especially seniors, they look at it and they know right away it's a button. My fiance works with seniors, and she has a senior client that he pulls it up and goes, oh, click, 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 click. He sees right away that it's a button. That's the first step that's a problem with technology. How they figure it out? Well, what they have to do is just click the button and then click green, and they're off calling their doctor. They can call 911, list the medications. My mom and a number of seniors I've talked to are always searching for the medications. Well, we can develop a button that goes to a spreadsheet that literally shows all the medications, when to take it, that list that they always are looking for. It's right there with a click of a button. And then they can call their kids. A friend of my mom says, I always forget my son's phone number. When she saw that, she said, so I clicked Darren. I said, click, and you're calling Darren. She goes, oh my God, this is great. My mom has my infone, and she texts me now every day since she's had it for 6 months. Before, she never texted me because she never could remember my number. So she's even using it to have the ability to connect. Now let's talk about all the different services they use. Call their dentist. They search on their phone. They're going to look through, and they get frustrated. They may have forgot. It's a click of a button again, calling the dentist. And you can see these are fake numbers. We don't give out somebody's infos, personal information. Call the salon, same thing. It's all really, really similar. But again, they don't have to remember these numbers. They just click a button and they access it. As you all work with seniors, you know there's a number of services they're using probably more than us because they need to see their doctor more. They need to call their pharmacy. Maybe they have a handyman that they want to call to fix certain things. Now, Joyce, thank you for mentioning it, the video chat. This is such a cool feature. Now, we have FaceTime, but I've got Android. If you have iPhone, I can't FaceTime with you. They're just not able to connect. You can go to Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp. There's a number of these, but seniors don't want to deal with that. So now all she has to do is click video chat, click host. In a matter of seconds, you're going to connect to my cell phone. Voila. So they're at, hello, everybody. So in a matter of seconds, with a click of a button, they can connect with their grandkids, their children, their neighbor, their bridge group, whatever that group is, they can do that. And what also we've added is they can send the link. Probably a lot of seniors wouldn't, but a senior knows a little about tech. You can literally send a message, and let's send it to my cousin here. So that link will go out to them, and they click on it, they can connect via video as well. So they don't have to have their in-phone to connect. So she can just connect with them. Oops. And then recipes, if they have their favorite recipes. My mom uses an iPad. She puts her iPad right there in the kitchen and clicks the button, finds her recipes, and goes ahead and does that. And that's the senior citizen. Any service, this is customizable for each senior. Male, female, of course, doesn't matter. Any questions or comments so far on the senior info?
I just had a question. Is there a way for them to have the text be a little larger? I'm wondering if that would be a challenge to read the text on a phone.
We are working on some things to do that. Since we started with the business, we'll probably do a little, because it's a template, so it's something we've got to work on, but that's definitely a great idea. We're looking at putting little color buttons here, which would allow us to increase the size. The reason we have to be careful if the size gets too big, now it scrolls all the way. They've got to scroll all the way up and down, and I don't think seniors are going to want to do that. That's great input. Anybody else? Thoughts?
Yes, I have one for you. So when you tap on the little button that says call Ron, and the phone number comes up, can you have the picture?
Well, this is my phone, so this is all tied to your phone.
Okay,
So that's up to the phone. If your phone service does it, we don't control what the phone does.
okay,
Think of us as like a pointer. Our button
Okay.
points to a website. I mean, they can have their favorite websites up here, which I'll show you with the business one here in a second. These can also go to any link. So if they're working with a calendar, we can put a calendar link in here. So they click on it
Great.
to pull up their whole calendar, and I'll show you that on the business one. And you know what, Crystal, that's a great idea. We never thought about that with the senior. But yeah, they have a calendar as well. So
Thank you.
I can show you that. Yeah, we could do a Google Docs, which has a link, and we could pull up. Like this is a Google Docs. I just did the sample recipes. And this can be interchanged and changed by them, just doing an edit. So they can edit their recipes and put a calendar in here and edit their calendar. So we can absolutely do that. That's the beauty of it. It can go in so many different ways for the need of the senior, which are all different. Anybody else have any more questions, comments? Awesome. Well, let me show you where this all started. And I know, Amy, you're a realtor. Joyce, I believe you're a realtor too, if I got from you are? And that's where we started. Realtors are low-hanging fruit because it's such a powerful tool. Maya is in Philadelphia, and she sells 100 homes a year. Very, very number 3 in the state for sales. She loves it. And this is the business info for any business, not just a realtor. This top part now personalizes Maya, who she is, her picture, her business. You could put reviews up there, promotions, pictures of your family that scroll across, whatever you want to present to your customer, client, or prospect, that every time they open your info up, which will be multiple times, that you send them a message. It could be a tagline. I'm the realtor you want to come to because I get it done. Not that that's your guys' tagline, but we could put something there that really emphasizes your business. What's great about the info for a business, it's so easily shared. As we know, QR codes are becoming almost mainstream because of COVID. Literally, you guys can take the camera, scan that, download it to your phone, and each client can do that as they're sharing. What is one of the biggest problems with a referral? Anybody know? The biggest problem is Joyce sells me a home today. 2 months go by, and I talk to my cousin, and they're moving into Stanislaus County to buy a home. But I haven't talked to Joyce in 2 months because we just haven't, and I can't find her number. So I go to my cousin, let me get back to you. I don't have her number. And then I forget. And a couple days go by, and then I reach out to my cousin. My cousin goes, oh, I found somebody else, but I really appreciate it. It happens to 90% of businesses I talk to. With this sitting on the phone, I'm going to come back to this. So my cousin, I showed him this. He goes, man, if I had that for your realtor, I would, yeah, absolutely. Because I don't have to remember her phone number, name, and email. Plus, when you share the business, you're sharing everything about her. Sell your home, all the listings she sold. Sometimes this is slow. There it goes. So it goes right all the, all her listings she does. So everything about your business, your social media connections. For example, if you guys got info and you put your Facebook page on there, we could triple, because it's so easy to click and then they can join your Facebook page. So it's interesting that you said that. Congratulations on your growth on that. But my LinkedIn has gone from 1,000 to 3,000 connections in 2 months because people are clicking on my LinkedIn and connecting. It's so simple. What was Steve's name? Is it Ramon? Is it Ramona? So now you search, and in business, LinkedIn is pretty popular. This makes it easy for you. Realtors love their business partners. So what she's built is her lenders, her insurance. She doesn't have to go search for those referrals. It all sits on her in phone, and it's accessible with a click of a button. She can copy and paste and text it, email it. So now that scenario I told you about where a few days go by, she can do it in a matter of seconds. Any questions, comments so far?
So Steve, if you were to, so you had built this, kind of interface right here to share with someone, and they scan your QR code on their phone, are they now just seeing like that little circle with your picture on it? And then when they click on it, they get this phone looking interface is how it works?
Correct, exactly. They'll click on it and add the home screen. There's a couple steps and then it adds the home screen. But yes, that's what they'll have when they click on it. And I'll pull mine up so you can see all the features. There's many more features. So you see, you clicked on my logo and it pulls up mine. You're going to see stuff about InPhone or information. Here's a great review that will come up. I recommend InPhone. She's a realtor, loves our InPhone. So you can do those type of things. But we also have the video chat. Businesses love the video chat, especially I'm going to use realtor because it's great for them. Imagine you're at an open house and you say, Steve, you don't need to come to open house. Click on my InPhone, click on that video chat, and you can walk around the home. A mechanic can show the car they're fixing. A plumber can show the work they're doing. A safety company can go, hey, you've got a problem here. Without that person have to leave the office or leave where they're at, you can have that connection with video chat or just video chat. Hey, I've got a question for you. Let's do it on video. Your calendar sits on here. So somebody can click on that button and book an appointment with me now. My calendar fills up all the time with people I don't know because somebody referred the my InPhone to them. They went through the buttons and go, I'm going to book an appointment with them without even calling, texting, or emailing me. They just want to learn more about it. You can take payments, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. We just put your personalized link on there and you click on it and I can take a payment right there. I've got a lot of payments there. How many of you use Zoom for your business? It's a pain in the butt sometimes, right? Even WebEx and Google Hangouts. All my clients just click Zoom and we are now connected on Zoom. No links, no this, no that, nothing. Just a click of a button, you can be on Zoom. So you can see what we're doing here, simplifying your life, but turning your customer clients into heroes, because now it makes it easy for them to refer you, to Zoom with you, to make an appointment with you, to call, text, or email you. How many times your email, somebody tries to send you an email and go, Crystal, what was your email again? It's kicking back, it's not working. Oh, I left that number out. No more, click of a button. There's the email. Don't have to memorize that email. We also do file share. Again, a lot of clients love this. It's HIPAA compliant and encrypted. So literally you can have, I can send Joyce a contract I just signed. I click attach. Find that file, just grab this file, go back. It's now password protected. And when Joyce opens my InPhone up, she'll click file share and receive and put the password in seconds that file is sent. Don't have to go to email, put Joyce's email, find the link, attach it, answer the email, it just gets sent. Any questions, comments?
I have a question. You probably said this before, but I missed it somehow. These buttons, you can have as few or as many as you need based on the space available.
Correct. And I didn't say that, so thank you for helping my presentation. We could do up to 900 buttons, and of course, nobody will do that. It'll be too long. So we have a wide capacity of buttons you can do. And it's all customizable to what your needs are, not what info. We're just grabbing your information and connecting people to it. Any other questions? Contact form, another great feature. So we can set up a form, well, you'll set up a form, but I help you set up a form, and in person or on Zoom, I don't take people's business cards anymore. I send them my info, they click on this button, and then they can fill out this form. In my case, I send them a free water bottle. You can do whatever you want. And what's really awesome about this is when they hit submit, it gets populated to a spreadsheet that when you get back to your office, all that information will be there for you to work with. I had a speaker use this 3 weeks ago. He had 1,000 people he was speaking to about insurance. He went back to his office. He put the QR code for this form. He had 400 people in his spreadsheet. He was blown away because we made it simple. Again, we're turning the customer into a hero, making it really simple for them. He was giving away a free ebook, so it was really, he was worried about how to figure out how to get that. How am I going to show him on my phone? So no, use the QR code for that button because you can make any link a QR code. Another thing is reviews. If you're not getting reviews for your business, you should, because if you grab 25% of your reviews, it increases your revenue 30%. That's how important reviews are. But they're a pain in the you know what. Business, my customer doesn't want to do it. Well, you reach out and say, hey, Crystal, can you do me a favor? You loved info. Can you click on the submit review? Sure, absolutely. And we designed this for you. We put your logo up there, a nice, beautiful form. They fill it out. For you, and then click this that you can market it. 1 star, great product, and hit submit. This gets emailed to you. It doesn't go out to the internet yet, because what happens if somebody goes to Yelp and puts a 2-star? Joyce is the worst realtor. She didn't call me back. You're done. I mean, you got to work that. Yelp charges you. They do some crazy things. Well, if that was sent to Joyce as an email, she follows back up and says, hey, Steve, I see you had some problems. I saw your review. What happened? She goes over with me. Then Joyce, as a good business person, go, hey, can you do me a favor? Because I go, oh, God, it was my fault. What an idiot I am, Joyce. God, I put the wrong number. Then you reach out and say, hey, Steve, can you leave me a 5-star review? Absolutely. You're so great. And then they go back, click the button, leave the review. Then you can have them send it out to Yelp. So you can manage your reviews. So you don't get those bad reviews out. That are probably not always, but sometimes a mistake by the customer. But when they're out on the internet, they're really hard to get rid of, especially if they're not true. And then the referral aid team is what I showed you before, but this is our ability to put your business partners on your cell phone. So I literally can click a button. I did this on Monday. My chiropractor, who I've been with 20 years and I've referred people before, but now I can talk about his reviews, how good he is. I could talk about his patient day where he gives, you walk in, you get $400 in value. And the lady went, oh my God, her name's Joanne. She goes, oh my God, this is fantastic. She went right in front of me, scheduled an appointment, showed up the next day, and became a client. So this is real powerful because it sounds like you guys refer a lot of people, and it's such a great way to have those referrals right in front of you. We have BNIs and LaTips using it because it's right there in front of them. So you can build your own business partners. And then again, like I showed before, you can do it on a Google Doc too. You don't have to have info to do that. You can have it accessible to you with a doc right on your info. So that's about it. Any questions, comments, thoughts? I see there's a lot. Okay. I thought there was chats for me. Any comments, questions? Go ahead, Cheryl.
Well, as somebody who has an elderly mother who would not use a cell phone and needs things to be simplistic, is this like a special phone, or do we have to, is it a regular cell phone that you modify? I'm thinking about all these things that have to do, my particular situation, a mother who probably needs bigger buttons, who doesn't like cell phones at all, so the simpler the better. She won't, we've bought her ones and she gives them away. So it's like, is there a special model that you maybe think for like senior folks that are simple and cleaner?
Does she
I
use a
mean-
computer? Does she use a
No, are you kidding? No.
Yeah, unfortunately, this wouldn't work for her. She's not
Okay.
techie enough to do that. You need a phone, a computer, iPad, one of those devices, a Chromebook, anything to access the internet. And we're not hardware, we're software. So
Oh, I
it's, yeah, it's not an actual it's not an actual product. It sits on.
Got it.
Anybody else?
So it's,
Go ahead.
yeah, so is this like a monthly subscription, or
Yeah,
you
it's
just
a year.
purchase the software one time, or?
Yeah, it's a yearly subscription of $249 a year for the senior citizen info, including the video chat.
And what about the business part?
Business is $199 without the video chat, the $249, and then we have a $299, which includes secure text, so you can text back and forth without using your cell phone, and it saves and emails you the transcript when you're done, and an 800 number. If you don't want to use your phone number, we can give you an 800 number.
Okay, oh, that's awesome. All right. And you said it's all HIPAA compliant,
Correct.
encrypted and everything.
Absolutely. We did that purposely because that's been a missing piece for the medical, financial, and legal field, and the real estate field a little bit too, because you deal with confidential information. Right now,
Right.
a ton of people not breaking laws, but not doing it correctly. I thought.
Yeah, no, they're breaking, they are. I teach HIPAA as well.
Oh, there you go.
Care providers. So
I'm shutting up.
there's
See
a
the
big
boss.
problem with the safe harbor rule lately, and people really getting, hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines
Wow.
because they're not compliant.
And
So-
what's your first name?
Teresa.
Okay, I was going to call you Shepherd. It didn't sound right. Thanks,
I don't
Teresa.
know why my name and my whole photo doesn't show up on here. This is the only time it's not shown up, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not
I know.
savvy enough to figure it out.
Well, thank you, Teresa. I'm going to pass it on to my business partners about that. And we're hoping that's the case. Not that people were getting fined, but there was issues with that, because that's why we really pushed to that with the company.
Yeah, there's huge issues with that.
Yeah, we just signed up a large hospital that works with seniors in South Carolina, 10,000 employees. That's the first thing was HIPAA compliant. And now they listen. Everything else, they shut the door.
Yeah, and people think they are, but they're really not once they get into the risk analysis, which is the very first thing that you have to do by federal mandate, and people don't have that. So it's like, how are you compliant if you haven't done the diagnostics?
That's exactly it. And that's everybody. I mean, I've talked to insurance people that are sending information across. They didn't even think about it. But, we know the hackers. We know what's going on with these companies. The oil company got hacked. So we got to be very careful. So I'm very proud of our company that we're leading that way. So. Go ahead, Crystal.
Have you had the opportunity to collaborate with, they have those special phones that are made for seniors. They have big, large buttons on them, and you see it on the commercials all the time. Have you thought about doing something like that?
Great collaboration. Of course, it wouldn't work on that phone, but we could have them have both.
Mm-hmm.
California Phones, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I've ran into the rep. I don't need to reach out to her. Thank you. That's great. Great input. Appreciate that.
Welcome.
I want to help seniors. I have an 80-year-old mom. She needs help. I mean, she loves technology. She's on her iPad all the time, and she loves this. And that's why I came up with the medications. I was with her for her husband, my stepdad, and he's on dialysis with all these medicines, and they were arguing. The stress level went from here to here, and I go, guys, relax. Let me do a spreadsheet. My God, they were like, I was a hero. I wasn't a hero, but, oh, my God. Then I thought, why can't we put this on the info? And when I showed her, she goes, oh, my God, because she's always on her iPad. Clicks and goes, hey, honey, you need to do this. Honey, you need. So it led to, and so many other things. So. Anybody else?
Yeah, I had a question. Anna Felix recommended you to speak with us today, correct? And so I was curious, Anna, have you been using the app? And if you have, if you could share with us some of the features and benefits that you've really enjoyed through your business.
I actually haven't. It's more of a company type thing that I have to wait on, but just from what I have seen, there's so many different ways to utilize it, and that's why I recommended it, because I think that, if it's something that you can utilize right away, it would be super helpful. And then for this group, specifically for seniors, but really you could custom make this for whatever your needs are, and especially with the HIPAA compliance stuff, it's just really makes a lot of sense.
Okay. And then Steve, do you offer trial periods?
We do not,
Okay.
unfortunately. We just priced it so low. You know, a lot of these cards are expensive or are less expensive, and they're good cards, but the depth of what we do and the design that develop that we don't. Sorry, that's a long answer to your question, but we don't.
Okay.
I'm also going to put in the chat is a San Jose Senior Care Home info. His name's Tom Nelson. Actually, we do it this way, and he is great success. He loves this. This is who my fiance works with. He does senior care. It's called Synergy Home Care, and he loves it because again, he put his phone number on there, so every one of his clients can just click his picture. Click his picture on his info and have access to him. And I've got another senior home care in South Carolina going to do the same thing. He's super excited. As you're all aware, working with seniors, they can get very frustrated fast for all those reasons of age, what it does. So we kind of, as I said in my little text I gave, just lowers that stress. If I can do that, and we can do that with seniors, that's a huge win.
Yeah. So if I want to use features like the Zoom feature or the video to video feature, do I have to get the person on the other end of the phone to also be an in-phone subscriber?
No, all free to them.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
you can just send out, like, if you guys want to scan my QR code, you can grab my info. I've got 4,000 of them out there. I'm just, every time I meet, here's my info at church. Hey, this is what I do. Hey, you're a plumber. You know, you give it to all your clients. That's the great thing about it. It really connects fast. So if I put you on my info, you would go out to 3,000 people right now because they're already out there when they open my info up. It automatically updates the info. So, you know, you gave it to your clients, you have 100 clients, and then this week they all got your info. I'm sure half of them are going to share it next week. Now you got 50 new people seeing your business.
Right.
It really can grow fast because it's simple. It's either click the URL link and send it via text or email or Facebook Messenger or whatever, or the QR code.
Okay. But the features on the in-phone, if I'm a subscriber, all work even if the other person on the other phone is not.
Correct. Because it's really for them. So that info is for them to call you, contact you, video you, learn about your business, make you credit.
Populates on their phone with all those features.
Yep. So what you saw on mine, when you open mine up, you're going to see the exact same thing.
Gotcha.
Great question. Anybody else? I know I've probably taken up too much time because I love to talk about this.
So
You
Steve,
guys got things to take care of.
if you wouldn't mind just emailing me your in-phone link, I can send that out to the group so that they could click on it on their phones. They could pull up the email on their phone, click on the link and see what the interface is going to look like on theirs and just have that ability to
Gotcha. I'll do that.
see what it would feel like as a non-subscriber looking into the in-phone of somebody.
Yeah. And that's great advice. I would say play with it. You know, everybody I talk to, that's what I tell them, and I always get a, yeah, this is cool. And then we talk again and then move on.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you,
Amy,
ladies. Thank you. And men. I see there's men there.
yeah, no, I'm gonna check it out. You've got my wheels turning. I could see Amy's over there too. I could see her furiously writing. So yeah, great presentation. What a great tool. What a great product. And I think that I'm thinking, you know, I think we can all identify several people in our lives that we immediately think, okay, if that shows up on their end, it's going to just be so easy to just touch the button, right?
And I'm going to leave you one more thing. I like you ladies. You got great spirit. Anna's smiling. See, I always tell her, because she's always smiling like that. I love her smile. If you want, if you give me 10 referrals, any of you, and in this recording, just mention that if you give me 10 referrals to buy an info, I'll pay for your info for the first year. So you'll get it for free. Is that a good enough deal for everybody? Okay, great.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so let's open up the meeting, the floor to any upcoming events. I saw an email go out this morning from Amy for the Alzheimer's box. So we'll go ahead and start with Cheryl first.
Good morning, everybody. Well, first of all, I was going to ask, I was a couple minutes late and I didn't hear the exciting news from Ms. Shepherd. So I was like, was gonna call, her later and say, what's going on that you've got that's wonderful. So I'd like to hear that, but I can call you offline, of course. But yes, I mean, September 18th is coming towards us, and I know it's like, yay! And this is the time when the train has left the station and we're just kind of hanging on. We're still in need of teams. So gosh, guys, if you haven't registered your team yet, come on, we got this. I am so thrilled. Amy and her Girl Scouts are going to be making the bags for our champions and our grand champions. Yay, Oakdale Girl Scouts. We'll be giving them some child-friendly information on seniors and all that kind of good stuff. So we're excited about that. Brand new is their posters are out. These flowers have a lot of fight in them with all our amazing sponsors. This is the first printing. We'll have another printing that's coming out next month for a couple of those that are a little bit of scragglers. On there, I want to point out Noble Hospice and Palliative Care right on here. Thank you, Brenda Macias. She put on an amazing event last night with the most amazing charcuterie table that I have ever seen. If you guys need to learn from the hostess with the mostest, you call Brenda Macias, because she's like the Martha Stewart of the marketing area. So thank you so much for that. So any ideas, any thoughts, any referrals that you can do, Modesto is an area and a community that I know has a lot of life and a lot of umph in it. We want to prove that we have what it takes to be really well received in the Central Valley. And I just do know from numbers and stuff, there's a lot of people in need here. And thank you so much to everybody who has been there, like the Brendas and the Crystals. And of course, Teresa's and stuff who have been there to help spread the word and to help the folks in need, obviously those with dementia and stuff. And of course, we're available for any education and materials and anything that you need. Please let me know. But the main thing is the walk, which again, September 18th, go to act.alz.org/Modesto. They say, here's the first poster. And as of today, I'm supposed to be getting the little URL codes. So everything will have that little non-touch URL code or whatever that's going to be going on, because again, we're in person and we're going to be touchless and safe and all that kind of good stuff. So, thank you guys for hearing me out. Like I say, please sign up your team. Modesto strong, Modesto proud. We got this.
Woo!
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Any other announcements that anybody would like to share?
I do. So Noble Hospice and Palliative Care is partnering up with Pacifica Senior Living. We are having a senior informational day. Our seniors have been out of the loop for a long time. They want to know what's going on out there. They want their information. They're used to their information. And I know Healthy Aging is not putting up that event that they normally do in October. So we decided to put something together here at the office. Our building is pretty big. So we are asking anybody that wants to come out and put a table and have information for our seniors. We're going to go around to assisted livings, facilities, so they can bus their seniors out here. We're going to make it safe, fun, and informative. That's September 9th from 9 to 1.
Okay.
And I posted the flyer on the Facebook page.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. So everybody share it.
Yep. And that's all I have.
Okay. Anybody else?
Brenda, I just want to ask a quick question about that event. It's an informative event,
Yes.
correct? Or
Yes.
would you be wanting to try to provide any services that day?
You sure can. We are open.
Okay. Yep. All right. Are you in Modesto?
I am. We are at 605 Standerford Avenue, Suite K. We are inside the Century 21 building.
Okay. All right. We'll talk, and if we can coordinate services, that would be great. If not, then maybe we can just do something minimal. At the Alzheimer's Walk year before last, we had a booth and we were doing complimentary oral cancer screenings.
Oh,
there,
yes.
which is so important. And so at the very least, I'll try to get that arranged.
Okay.
And we'll see if we can do that at least. Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Looking forward to hosting next month here at the office. So you guys will see the building. You'll see how much room we have for this event. It's going to be nice.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Anybody else? Okay, well, great presentation, great meeting today. And again, just a reminder, we'll be in person. Amy, let's go ahead and send that reminder out 2 weeks in advance versus 1 week. Do you normally do the meeting announcements 1 week in advance? Maybe you already do 2 weeks. Okay, so
Yeah, I don't do 2 weeks typically, but I will for this because it's physically in person. Just that reminder to have that on your calendar. Have a little travel time.
yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and do a 2 week and then a 1 week so that it's just a reminder for all of us that we'll be in person since we're switching it up for the first time. And so we'll be meeting at Noble Hospice at 605 Standard Avenue. That'll obviously show up in your email. And then we'll all be there together. So very exciting to get that going, and looking forward to seeing everybody in person.
Yes, and if you have suggestions for other locations that you would like to go, please let us know. We have for like September, October. We won't do November, December because those are holiday weeks, those fourth ones. But for the next 2, we would love to have that opportunity to go places in person, to see things in person, to end out this year. So if you have a suggestion for September and October, please let me know. Let the group know. Post it on Facebook. Get the information out there, or give them my information. I'll contact them.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining our meeting today. We'll see you all in person next month.
Yay.